Welcome back to Good Day. Now, Toledo has great ethnic variety, which means a diverse selection of food and even music pretty much all year round.
But this is the weekend so many folks have been looking forward to. Joe Zalewski has everything you need to know about one of the most popular polka festivals in the country. We're talking about the Holy Toledo Polka Days. Good morning. Thanks so much for being here today.
Yeah, thanks for the invite. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So we were talking a little bit. This is a long-standing tradition. You've done this for a number of years.
Yes, more than I care to admit to.
Right? That's all right.
Okay, yeah.
My oldest son was 6 weeks old the first time that we held the event back in 1992.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a great year.
It was.
The year I was born.
Stephen likes that year, too.
Well, there you go.
So it gives you just an idea, you know, how long we've been talking about this tradition. But obviously here, we got a lot of folks with some Polish roots here in our community. So, you know, you got to have that polka music.
You do, yeah. It's very strong, you know, ethnic-based, you know, the Toledo area is Polish, German. You know, a lot of people seem to settle here in the Midwest, and polka music has always been, you know, at the forefront of my life throughout my childhood and, you know, throughout my adult life. You know, we've had a lot of great bands and musicians that have come out of the Toledo area, and proud to be part of that.
Yeah, awesome. And Joe, what's the heart of polka music? What's the drive?
The drive is the bass and the drums.
That beat.
Because I play both. The beat, no, it's the beat and you know, the rhythm, the excitement of the music, and then, you know, top it off with some horns and clarinet sax and stuff like that. And it's really a fun music to play. It's enjoyable. We convert not only you know, songs from Poland and things like that. There's a lot of traditional, but we write original music and also utilize other genres, you know, Irish, country, you know, rock and roll, and convert those songs and just kind of change the arrangements and instrumentation to make it work.
You're in one of the more popular bands, I feel like, Dyna Brass, right?
Dyna Brass is the group I'm currently in.
And I feel like every time that I've been to a Polish picnic, or, you know, I've seen you all perform. So we have a little sample, I think, if we can play that to give you a little sample.
I could use some friends for a change. And some nights I'm scared you'll forget me again. Some nights I always win. I always win. But I still wake up. I still see your ghost. Oh Lord, I'm still not sure what I stand for. Whoa. What do I
I think I recognize those lyrics. As you were just mentioning, you know, kind of taking some of those newer, more modern.
Yeah, that tune was originally done by the group Fun. There's a lot of different versions of it. Came across it, and I was at home. My daughter was over, and I said, "Hey, what do you think about this? You know, converting?" Because we were looking to do a studio project, and she's like, "Oh my God, Dad, if you do that," and that's all I needed. That's all I needed to hear. And the song actually is just been nominated for Song of the Year for the United States Polka Association, as well as our album, All In. That cut that you heard is available off of our latest album.
Very cool. So, you know, keeping that going and keep bringing newer generations into it. And there's something about, you hear that beat, as you mentioned, you got to get on the floor.
Yeah, I was going to ask that. You just can't have music with no dancing, so dancing has to be a part of this.
Dancing is definitely a part of it. A lot of people dance. A lot of people, we call them the bandstanders. They like to stand in front of the band and, you know, watch what's, you know, watch the musicians perform and what have you. And so if you know, come out to Holy Toledo, that's one of the things that you can expect over the weekend on Friday and Saturday, you know, in the ballroom there is, you know, there'll be a lot of people standing in front of the band, there'll be a lot of people on the dance floor, and a lot of people just, you know, socializing at the bar and what have you.
It's going to be a good time.
So when you're not playing, do you dance?
You're the second person to ask me that question in a week. Occasionally. You'll typically will find me either on the bandstand or by the bar.
Okay. Joe, you got to dance, though. You have to, right? cut a rug sometimes.
I know how. I can. I
Choose not
prefer to mingle with the crowd and what have you.
Get to know
rather
some
than get on
folks
the
there.
floor. Yeah.
So you mentioned it starts Friday, right?
Yes.
And you're doing this in Perrysburg this year.
Well, yeah, and it actually starts on Thursday. So
Okay.
Thursday night we're doing our opening night event at 6/5 Distilling, and we have music with the Holy Toledo Jam Band, which is a group that I put together for the event. Fellow musicians from the Toledo area, and then we start on Friday. We've got an event with a DJ, Kenny Olowin. He's nationally known in the polka scene, and he's going to be doing a live broadcast from Pizza Pub 516.
Okay.
So that's right across
By
the street
Kroger.
from the hotel.
And
right.
by the hotel. Mhm.
Yep, and then we'll get started in the main ballroom at the hotel on Friday. Music starts at 5 and goes till midnight. We've got 3 bands, Dyna Brass, Tony Blazonczyk's New Phase, and Eddie Biegai and Crusade. Interestingly, with Eddie, he's a Toledo native, so he's kind of now living more on the East Coast. He's in Pennsylvania, so we're bringing him back in. He's actually playing Friday and playing the Sunday event out at Oakshade Grove. So
Nice.
Friday and Saturday, the main event is at the Holiday Inn and Suites there in Perrysburg in the ballroom.
And then Oakshade Grove there to end things out.
Yeah.
Where can people get more information if they need tickets, things like that?
HolyToledoPolkaDays.com.
Easy as that. All
as
right.
that.
Go check it out and, get your dancing shoes on.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Get
Maybe
yours,
get-
Joe. Get the
Get
dance.
Joe out on the floor.
The dancing shoes are always on. I just don't use them much.
Thanks so much for coming today.
Yeah,
We
thank you. I
appreciate it.
appreciate it.
Yep.